like opportunity.
But it is some men they
That's
get it
the
thrown
reality.
it is some men
and I'm not saying,
hold on,
I'm not saying that men should just have sex with any and everything. That's not what I'm saying. That's what everybody hears. But y'all don't.
It's some men that get it thrown to them Monday through Sunday. It's
You're
some men that
right.
Bitches is in their DMs.
You're right, but they are the 1%. That's not every guy. And you know what's funny about those guys?
These niggas ain't got no money.
You know what's funny about those guys, chat? What's funny about those guys is that's the guys that they want anyways. It's 30% of men between the ages of 18 to 35 who are actually getting pussy. You know what that means?
I did Google the statistics.
Yeah, there you go. So you know what that means? That means that you're probably fucking somebody who's fucking somebody.
Ew.
That's what that means. But you know what's funny? Until you actually hear that, that's what's happening anyways. You're all chasing the same guy, meaning that you all want that same person. So when you go around saying, well, I don't want a guy who has 200 bodies, your actions show differently.
Of bodies. No, I don't want
your actions show different. You may not know it, but your actions are showing different. Because if you like him, guess who else likes him? The other person in the club. That's the reality.
I don't meet my niggas in the club.
Wherever you meet him at. The reality is that you don't meet a guy that nobody else is attracted to. Half the time when you meet a guy, especially if he's attracted, you go, man, why is this dude single right now?
No, I don't.
I definitely do. I be like, girl, why
there
are
we
you
go.
single? I be like,
somebody being
all
honest.
Of this.
What's funny when you have like when we got panels with like the bisexual people, or we got panels with like the strippers or like the bottle girls, they be the most honest ones.
I be like, bitch, why are you single? What's wrong with that?
No. What I'm saying is like you're saying what you're saying, right?
Because niggas be like, why are you single?
You're saying what you're saying, but what I'm saying is that I don't think you've really thought through what you're saying. I think you believe it, but that doesn't make it any less wrong.
I feel what you're saying, but I know what I'm saying, Tika.
Hey, chat, drop a super chat for this shit, man. I'm over here spitting game to them.
I hear what you're saying, Tika.
Okay,
I'm
then.
listening to you, and I'm hearing you. I'm not just listening.
Wow,
you're understanding?
I'm understanding.
Okay, so you do understand that when you meet and approach a guy, even if you're not saying why is he single, you understand that somebody else
are vetting the guy that I'm trying to vet.
That's so when you're in a club,
and that's fine. I don't care about the competition.
You may not care about the competition. I'm just telling you that it exists, and the only reason it exists for him is because he is who he is.
Is what?
So all those things that you said, he's handsome, he's 6 foot, he's whatever, like he has good game, he has money, he probably maybe has a section or whatever else it is. He's all those
nigga got a section.
He's all those,
that don't make that nigga
whatever. I'm just saying he's all those things that makes him attractive to other women. So if you're attracted to him, somebody else is attracted to him.
So
this is why the whole body count thing doesn't matter, because the only for men because
it do matter.
Listen,
it do matter. No, I'm gonna tell you, it do matter because somebody that value themselves, somebody that value themselves. No, it's not, because I get hit on every day by
listen on how it's different.
Men that love and appreciate themselves not gonna get it.
All right, so
every
two things.
Somebody
one mic at a time. One mic at a time. You go.
Somebody that it don't matter. A man that really value himself and know what he's looking for ain't gonna lay down with somebody because it's been a minute.
Thank you.
Because it's been a minute.
You're talking. Well, okay. So
and
two
I'm
things.
Talking because I talk to men. I know a lot of men, and that if that's the kind of man that you are, it's because you have different morals.
You're talking about two different things. So shout out to my guy Myron on Fresh and Fit. He says this thing all the time.
I agree with Sky.
He says privilege is oblivious to those who have it.
So are you saying pretty privilege is a thing?
1,000%. But what I'm saying is that he said so the meaning to the term is this: if you are privileged,
it is.
You don't understand that you're privileged.
Yes, you do.
No, you don't.
How you don't?
If you're privileged, because you're asking a question about body counts right now. If you knew what type of privilege you had, you wouldn't be asking that.
That's not true. I mean, we know pretty girls.
The fact that you
pretty girls, we know we get into sections. Niggas
that's not what I'm talking about.
Shit all the time.
That's not what I'm talking about.
What are you
talking about? The fact
about?
that you can even say that, well, you know what, this guy right here, because he gets a lot of, because he accepts pussy, he's, whatever. He doesn't have morals or whatever. The fact that you can even say that
if a man
tells us what type of privilege you have.
If a man is spreading himself thin, he does not have respect for himself. I don't care how fine you are.
Let me preface this. Let me say this real quick.
As a man, you think because you're just a man, like, I can go out here and dig every girl down. Like, you don't even care about these women. These are just beautiful faces to you. These are just women that you just thumbing through like pages, like you're reading a book. Like you don't care about these women, you don't value them, you don't respect them. You're just dicking them down. So that means that you don't have value and respect for yourself. You're giving your body and intertwining yourself, creating soul ties with all of these different women. You cannot love and value and respect yourself. At a point in time, a man or a woman has to say, like, nah, like I'm cool. Like I want to have a meaningful connection with people. Like I'm not just trying to just be dicking a girl down or just giving my pussy to like a nigga like that. Like, nah, I respect myself enough to have a meaningful connection with someone who's going to value me. I'm going to value them. We can make love and not just fuck each other.
Okay, so I'm going to ask you a question. What? You said all that. You said a lot. Okay?
I did. And I meant
Okay, so I'm going to assume that you're not a virgin.
Nope.
Okay. So does a man respect himself if he has sex with you?
Yes.
Why?
Because I respect myself.
But you're not a virgin.
And he not either.
No, if he's a virgin, let's say he's a virgin. He's street hymns. Shout out to my guy Street Hymns. He's street hymns. Very disciplined. I know who he is. There we go. He's very disciplined. Mm-hmm. Very disciplined. Mm-hmm. Right.
Why are you bringing him in this?
Women throw because he's the archetype of the guy that I'm bringing up, right? Mm-hmm. Women are throwing themselves at him, and he says, "No, I'm not going to do it."
That's good. He should give himself to another virgin.
Would he respect himself if he had sex with you?
Yes. You want to know why?
Why?
Because he made the cognizant choice of having sex with a person who was not a virgin.
No, he wouldn't. According to your context with the soul ties and all this other stuff, he wouldn't. You know why? No, because he would choose somebody who respected themselves enough to to be a virgin.
I am saying I do not want to have sex with a man who has sex with 200 women. That's what I'm saying.
I understand that. And that's a fine standard for you to have. What I'm saying and what I don't like is when women do the whole, well, he disrespects himself. No.
Yes.
The guy is just having sex. Now, with that being said, going on to my second point, I'm not saying that men should just be accepting everything that's thrown out to them. Quite the opposite. And that's fine for those guys who do it. I'm not saying that you should. I'm not an advocate of that anyways. What I'm saying, because I'm going to be honest with you, look. At the end of the day, I do believe that guys should have standards. Personally, I don't think dudes should have sex with big bitches. Personally, that's just my preference. It is what it is. I don't think that guys should have. I don't think that guys should have sex with freaking like Brittany Renner whores. Personally,
I heard something.
That's all I'm saying
about something, but I'm not gonna say.
Okay, I'm saying like guys shouldn't have sex with anything and everything. I understand that. You should have dick discipline. You should. Like in all reality, you should be able to have, and especially when you're younger, because when you're younger, you're most horny, but you're most broke. So you got to choose a struggle. So I do believe that guys should respect themselves enough to say, I'm not going to do X, Y, Z.
Yeah.
That being said,
that's all I'm saying.
If a guy does do X, Y, Z, I don't demonize him for it. You want to know why? Because he had to actually do something to get it.
Hey y'all, Sergio here. I just want to mention I've created a completely free guide that shows you exactly how I went from having low confidence and being painfully awkward around women to easily meeting and dating numerous high quality desirable women in real life without the use of any dating apps or social media. So if you're struggling to get out there, if you have approach anxiety or don't know what to say or how to interact with women to make them want you and are sick of using dating apps with low value girls that hundreds of other guys have been chatting with, click the link in the description below to grab your free guide right now. And if you want private mentorship with me personally to help guide you every step of the way in this process, check out my mentorship program in the description too. I would be happy to help you reach your dating goals and overcome any obstacle you may face. And trust me, if I can do it, you can do it too. I hope to see you soon. Peace out.